In 2009, volunteers from Branches and Banks, Bow Valley Habitat Development, and the Millennium Creek Fly Fishers planted willow cuttings along an old beaver dam site on the Big Hill Creek in the town of Cochrane. This is what the willows looked like approximately 1 month after they were planted. The following video footage is from a 2011 inspection of the planting site. Some of the video will show the same willows as you see in this photo from the same perspective after 3 years of growth. It's September 2011 and I'm at a willow planting site that was planted back in 2009. And I'm here to video how the willows have taken in the area. As you can see, there's a lot of very tall canary grass in through here, and the willows are kind of hidden in beneath this canopy of grass. So I'm going to walk over to an area that I cleared the other day. I trampled down some grass and exposed some of the planted willows so that you can see how they're doing. I'll just walk over there right now. I came down to this site yesterday to do some still photography, and I trampled down the tall canary grass so that I could expose some of these willows that were planted in 2009. And you can see that the willows are doing really well in through here. I think there's probably about 15 that I've exposed through this one section, but the willows go right along in through that grass to the left. This canary grass is up to 7.5 feet high, so it's really hard to find the willows. And some of them are still pretty small, like these ones right in here. But I would say that they're doing really well. And another couple of years of growth, and we'll have some really good willow cover in through this stretch. This is a video inspection of another willow planting site that was completed by Branches and Banks and Bow Valley Habitat Development in the spring of 2010, and an additional planting was completed in the spring of 2011. This footage is from September 2011. In 2010, and again this year in 2011 in the spring, willows were planted on this site on the Big Hill Creek on the north side of the channel, which I'm standing on. And they were planted from those spruce trees across the pasture there, all along the stream bank, and in some of these erosion sites on the outside of the bends, through this whole area. Upstream to where those poplar trees are. And you can see this is one of the plants from this year, and you can see it's a rather large cutting, but it's doing really well. And this willow right here was planted last year, along with some of those ones that are right down along the water's edge there. You can see there's some cuttings right along the edge of the water. And on this eroded bank here, willow stakes were pushed into the bank, and you can see that they're growing really well. And what'll happen is, over time, they'll be rooted enough that they'll add some stability to the stream bank. Some of these ones from last year are a little small, but we did use smaller cuttings in that program. This larger cutting was from this year's planting. It's another large cutting. This one doesn't have much top, but it'll come along just fine. Pretty late in the season, and soon they'll be going into a state of dormancy. There's another one from last year. Leaves are already turning color. Anyway, that's what she looks like at this point in time, and it'll probably take another 3 or 4 years before you'll see a noticeable difference just looking across the pasture here.